Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to definitely the run here in EVERSPACE. Let's head to Sector 6. We're so close, right? All we have to do is make it through Sector 6 and we have at least done something of value by unlocking a new loadout. I don't know what this loadout will be, and it'll probably turn out that I don't actually care and we just end up using crafted weapons and devices for everything anyway. But who knows? Maybe it'll be really great.
Let's steer clear of this storm.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Alright. I gotta get to cover. Okay.
It seems to be rather random what you acquire from these containers.
Oh, well, that's one right there. Nope, never mind. I saw a light and thought, oh, that must be a turret. Okay. So there's some dark matter, because there's a singularity here, in addition to the everything else that's happening. I saw the word blueprint. Okay. Ow. Whew. Alright, let's let the shield finish recharging here. And then I think maybe we should just, like, get out as quickly as possible. Because this sucks. This is a crappy node. Add 16 fuel refill. And we'll just zoom through a bunch of this stuff on our way out. The very moment that I am out of cover. Oh shoot, I got turned around. Oh my god. What a horrible way to go. I got turned around because of the light from the star. It's really hard to tell where the singularity is because of the effect of the clouds and the sunlight. And I just lost a run to a goddamn black hole. That's very frustrating. It's a very frustrating way to die. This is what I get for luring that enemy into one. Alright. My heart is broken. I'm having a hard time recovering from the thing that happened. But, look. We almost got there. I think we can get there. I think I want to start with the loadout B of the interceptor on this run. A good beam laser seems like it should be able to carry us, but man, I sure do hate needs to charge up before firing. But it's a powerful weapon, and it's good to sort of broadly. It'll mean we don't have to worry so much about crafting a new weapon, so we can focus on trying to get our other stuff online. I don't think the Energized Boost is a very good device, but that's fine. We'll just get rid of it. Ooh. An Arc 9000, so heavy missiles and access keys. I'm over the Arc 9000 a little bit, because now I love plasma torpedoes. But a pair of access keys sounds like a cool start. Plus, access keys give us Arc 9000s relatively regularly, so Alright. I do not love this weapon, but I do not hate this weapon. Oh, hey, the other thing is that, is there a way to view your enhancements? There isn't? Really? Wow. The other thing I did that I meant to talk about was I put on the sensory overload enhancement that makes it so we cannot see the shield or health bars of enemies, but we can always see all of the things in the area. I figured that that would be a good idea for the purpose of making sure we get paid all the time. So we have a range of about 1,100 meters. Honestly, a range upgrade might be the way we go on this. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Managed to kill him right as he killed the other enemy. There's a freighter wreck over there, some mineable stuff. Let's start with you. Unfortunately, we don't have like a really fast-firing weapon for this kind of stuff. Is that the only container? Really? Bummer. So, like, mining's actually going to be a little bit annoying, because I have to do this really long charge-up period before I go after anything. Ooh, careful now. Let's try not to have this run also end with me pasting myself across space hazards, huh? Mining base, it's not terribly exciting. We could hit those G&B containers. There are kind of a lot of G&B dudes in this area, though, and I'm a little concerned about taking them all out. I don't know if that's going to be feasible. Oh, hey, I didn't look at our, destroy an elite G&B fighter. Okay. Okay. So if we see a G&B elite, it might be worth going after him. Interesting. I guess I don't care about going in there, since I know that there's nothing really of value. Alright, how many G&B dudes are we looking at? We have two fighters though, not light fighters. Remember, the G&B fighter is actually relatively tough. And we don't have to fight them. We could just hit the containers and then bail. G&B is less likely to report shenanigans. If I just hit these and go, I'm going to do it. Actually, it looks like they're shielded from this side. That's kind of annoying. Okay, I'm just going to hit these and go. So I want to be real close to them, so I grab whatever is in them right away as soon as they open. Man. I'm getting in trouble over 12 scrap. They didn't distress call, though. We're fine. Alright, let's head toward the trader. Oh, I didn't look at our starting stuff. So we started with 6 dark matter and 4 dark energy, it looks like. So fuel transport. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing the value of this enhancement, for sure. Scout sees me. I don't know exactly what it will and won't show us. I know that it's not going to show us, I believe... it's not going to show us any, like, stationary turret stuff, so... Oh, that's friendly G&B dudes coming in to fight the outlaws. Handy. That's a comm hub. Those are a lot less interesting than they used to be. Yep, later guys. Thanks so much. Solid assist. I honestly might want to pick up and hold a crappy like pulse laser or something, just that I have something that opens containers very quickly. Excuse me? Really? Okay, I can deal with that. This one's a little closer. That was nice of them to just bring me 7 fuel. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little bit surprised at... I don't mean to say that it looks bad, because obviously, if you've been watching this, you know I think the opposite, but I'm a little surprised at how much the better graphics card did not end up improving the visuals. I mean, to be fair, it looked really good before. And the lighting effects and like the quality of the fog and stuff are different, but it's not that different. I'm actually seeing, I feel like, seeing a lot more effect on my 4X games and stuff because the turns process way faster now because it's less hard for my computer to load the load leader art and stuff. Alright. So we need a little bit of fuel. Good enough. Okay, a normal beam laser, honestly, might be good enough as far as opening containers and stuff goes. So yeah, with this beam laser M3, maybe the right play is like, as much as I love to boost damage, maybe the right play is like range and energy consumption. Well, I guess we have to think about what are the situations where we're likely to die, because we should adjust to beat those. Oh, that's a turret. Yeah, we should adjust to beat those. So what are the situations where I'm likely to die? It's mostly fighting larger ships, right? Like, that's the stuff that gets me. Larger ships or swarms of enemies. And looking around, there's a turret right there. Not close enough to it, apparently. Actually, it's not a turret. It's a place where a turret once was. Well, I can't exactly be mad about all the scrap, but I do kind of wish I was finding some more exotic stuff. So this is probably not going to show me anything, right? I assume that this has no value. Yeah. Sensory overload seems pretty good. I could see it being a problem when fighting large ships because you won't know how much health they're losing, so it'll be harder for you to judge how many missiles and torpedoes to use. We may end up expending more materials than we have to in our quest to not get killed. But anyway, I get distracted a little bit. What I was saying is that maybe range isn't the biggest problem. Maybe I really do need to focus on raw damage output. Especially against those larger ships, just like doing damage quickly is the important thing. Although I guess
a direct monetary reward for your endeavors.
A lot of the larger ships I'm killing with torpedoes and stuff, so maybe it's not even a... Maybe my weapon, my primary weapon, isn't a concern. Okay, there it is. I'll say this particular beam laser sure does do a lot of damage. Okay. By the time they show up, there's nothing for them to fight. Okay, so the Mark III shield is, if I'm remembering correctly, it's 10 dark matter? I think that's got to be the goal. I think it would have carried us through last time if I had just, you know, not done a really bad job of all of the things. Alright, we do have to be careful. This is a large enough base that there's reason to believe that it could have a garrison. We might see enemies launch here. I hear... Nope, just turrets. There you are. Yeah, I don't know, man. That red is not super easy for me to pick out all the time.
You're drawing fire.
Yeah, I do that. Apparently we got the attention of those drones that were like 6 kilometers away. Also, I guess I missed this somehow. Alright. Our thoroughness is going to end up with us having an awful lot of materials. And that is going to mean that I'm going to be able to build the stuff I want to build. And basically what I'm saying is, this is definitely the run. Alright, it's possible that trader will have something good. I don't know, I'm not holding my breath. But it is totally the case that traders can have dark matter, I'm pretty sure. We do need to make sure that we're accumulating missile components as well. I will trade 9 compound for that. That's actually totally good. Totally good. I don't really want any of the rest of this stuff. And it is really hard to get the laser, the beam laser, to disengage once it has auto-aimed onto something. Okay, we found us a weapon overdrive. That is a handy device. The primary reason, really, for picking the other loadout is the overdrive. What am I doing? Press the wrong buttons is what I'm doing. Okay, I think we cleared this place out pretty well. I'm assuming that there are some things that the sensor overload won't pick up. There have to be, right? But I don't know what they would be. Maybe loot inside of large body asteroids or something? Seems at least possible. Alright, and I believe we have not taken any hull damage. So we are on track for some challenge completion. Nope, there it is. Man, even with the weapon overdrive, I wasn't able to deal damage fast enough. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not actually that concerned about that challenge. It will get done. That's a lot of fuel. Okay, it kind of looks like there's not a lot of stuff going on at this node. And the stuff that is going on has huge distances between them. Alright. So we're building the items we need. Maybe getting lucky, hopefully getting a little bit lucky. And finding some stuff so that we don't have to build it. Do we have an Energy Core Mark III as a blueprint? Huh, Energized Boost Mark III is very inexpensive. I think that probably speaks to the developers also having a low opinion of it. Okay, Weapon Overdrive Mark II takes a little bit of dark matter. Dark matter, man. Alright, well, we are never again going to turn down a source of dark matter, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, the damage output of the energy consumption of this weapon is pretty good, I think. It seems like a fine, it seems like a fine weapon. Just have to get used to the charge a little bit. It's kind of annoying. An enhanced Gatling. Well, we probably should have a weapon that is specifically effective against Hull, right? Alright, let's go hit the service station and see what we can get. And then also maybe rob them, because all of the G&B fighter dudes are pretty far away. I guess on this note, on this map though, I can't just run. I have to actually fly to the gate, so it could be a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, may as well. Okay, nope, nothing really of value. I mean, I'll buy stuff that I can buy, because the money certainly isn't very valuable. So do I want to take 3 containers and then try to beat... Well, actually, those guys are protecting the transport. It would really only be these 2, I think. Yeah.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, I like that.
True story. There are, of course, turrets on the service station, which I wasn't really thinking about. It's certainly an actual problem, though. Okay, I guess we lost the missiles. I did fly them past some big rocks. It might have been good enough. Thoroughness. Thoroughness is the name of our game. We are taking everything. Always. No stone left unturned. Some turrets up near the door I saw. Okay, they don't see me yet. This guy's coming. Let's see if we can just burn the turrets down really fast before he gets here. Oh, get juked, nerd! I looked like I was going to the left, but instead I went slightly to the right. How are you gonna beat that strategy? Oh, we got a lot of stuff incoming. Trying to find the drones. It's Okar, so I know there will be annoying drones. It's actually not that many. Give them all the corrosion missile treatment, because I am just not interested in actually fighting that many ships with a beam right now. Not when they're right on top of me, you know? That's certainly another thing to think about, is that with this weapon, missiles are going to be even more important than they usually are, I think. So let's make sure that we keep our missile game locked. There we go. Yeah, there's not even any containers in here or anything. I guess I knew that, since I could see them all. That was really not even worth going in there. Yeah, it's still very pretty. Alright, so I think we can probably go into fights with relatively low boost, or relatively low energy. We can boost into fights quite a bit, because it really does not take a huge amount of energy from our weapon to kill stuff. Although... Okay, so let's start on the Okar dudes. The outlaws are outnumbered. Yeah, surprise!
Strike!
Hey, look at that! I actually did dodge in the vertical dimension as well that time. Good work, me. I'm learning. Very, very slowly. I could uninstall my current energized boost and get a little bit of energy cap back. But it's not a serious problem, and then I have to, you know, worry about stuff that we fly by getting auto-installed in the slot. Man, why is everything drop fuel? Okay, we should probably hit the wreck. The wreck of our inauspicious last run. It's kind of neat that the jump suppressors are now, like, super obvious to us. I like that. Come on, die. Okay. Really wanted to kill the silo before before lancing off to hit the other thing. We don't have the level 3 of this. Yeah, we can just build this right now. And I guess we'll keep this stuff on until we have the materials to make the things we actually want. It's not terrible. G&P dudes are jumping in to help me deal with a drone. You guys want to get in here and scout for trouble for me? They actually are, they are going to take out the turrets, okay.
Or flotsam. Or, jetsam.
You know, probably both. You rarely see one without the other. Okay, well, G&B aggroed the other, basically all the other outlaws in the node, and pulled them over here, so I appreciate that. Ooh, some kind of crazy stuff happened over there. Let us go and help ourselves. Also, man, I hate it when I feel like I have something in my throat, and it just won't clear, you know? Does that ever happen to you? It's driving me crazy, because I definitely cannot be like coughing and trying to clear things into the mic, but alright, geez, this is a lot of stuff. Something very serious occurred over here. We can't use that. The flak cannon. You know, I want to take this. We're not using the beam laser anyway. Okay, a really upgraded missile turret. That's a cool thing. Really need this. May as well just launch that guy. An enhanced fusion blaster is also a real concern. I do like the fusion blaster. We should absolutely be carrying this around. Don't care that much about anti-missile drones. Yeah, some serious stuff happened over there. So I guess the fusion blaster's fine. I prefer an M6A, but you know. I don't think that guy was taking me seriously as a threat. Oh, careful. That is a serious number of mines. I guess that's a thing. The increased draw distance from my new graphics card means that we get to see the mines from further away, although I can't actually hit them from this distance. There's no targeting thing to tell me how far away I am, so I don't realize when I'm more than... Ooh. Okay. I don't realize when I'm more than 1.1 kilometers away. I think that should be enough to get a path. Okay.
We've got company.
Alright. I think what happened there is the drone drew one of them into me. I think, because I can't imagine why else I would suddenly get hit by a mine after being stationary. Alright, let's go hit the service station. Not that I expect we'll get anything exciting here, but... Nope. But I will exchange money for goods. Yeah, and there's nothing else of value over here. Oh hey, it's the shipwreck of Tom Frank. How you doing, Tommy? Looks like he had a rough one. Alright, let's go get some mineable crystal and maybe some more robbery. I'm having a lot of fun playing the game as a bandit. This is working out well. You just gotta bounce before they can see your face. Man, those crystals make you actually obliterate the whole thing sometimes. You would think that G&B stuff would be better defended. I mean, they have to get attacked all the time. Have they... It looks like this crystal is inside the rock. Have they, like, bored a hole in here that I can get into? Here we go. Alright, so let's throw some upgrades on this beam laser. Energy consumption down. Seems good. Range plus 16%. I can't take a damage mod that is generic. Like, you can't take rate of fire on this thing. Let's mod it for energy consumption down. Because we're going to end up with some very expensive... what do you call them? Devices. What else do I like to have? I like my weapon overdrive. I like my time extender. A time extender would be cool. You can make a Mark II. But it takes dark matter. Well, let's just make a Mark I for now. Yeah, it's cheap enough. I'm just going to boost this one container and then bounce. is this way. Honestly, it kind of looks like, given the very low number of red indicators, it kind of looks like I could have been a lot more aggressive there. Oh well. Okay, minefields. Always with the minefields. The good news is, you can find an awful lot of different kinds of loot in a minefield. So it's not entirely impossible that we end up with some dark matter somewhere around here. Although it's looking like we did not get that lucky. Alright, well, I suppose we can go over here. Alright. That's like a lot of missile turrets. Come on. Okay, one down. Doing a pretty good job of dodging the missiles, at least. Not all of them, but you know, it doesn't have to be all of them. Man, the nano injectors are good, but I really wish that they would stack up a little bit better. Well, I think we'd be foolish not to take them, though. Oh, did I? Yep. Apparently was picking up the wrong thing. But this node is really spread out. I guess that's part of the value of this sensory overload, is there's a lot of stuff here that I definitely would not have picked up. Because for what reason would I be way out here all the way away from everything? I actually ran out of boost. I didn't even know you could be 11 kilometers from a thing. Jesus. Okay, well, while we're drifting this way, so no car fighter over there. I guess it makes sense that there wouldn't be a lot of enemies in the active minefield area, because a lot of the people who come here probably, you know, die on the mines. I haven't really been worried about time. But maybe I should be? Well, this is very clever. Very clever on their part. Come and get me when I don't have any energy. How did they know? Come on.
Credits. Better value by weight.
The charge-up time on this laser really does discourage me from ceasing fire and then resuming fire. But also, it's pretty inefficient to just keep spraying during the time when you're not having a good time keeping the crosshair on the enemy. So that Okar dude is still over there. I can't imagine, even if he jumps me when I have 0 energy, I can't imagine a single Okar ship being in danger. Oh, looks like he wants it. Oops. Alright, I suppose let's get this over with. Oh, I've switched weapons. Apparently he was not watching when I killed all those other guys. That would probably have been a good cue for him not to get involved. Yeah, I've been worrying about time because we're able to explore so quickly now that we know where everything is. But actually the distance between things in this sector, or in this node rather, made it, I think, possibly, maybe, impossible for us to pick everything up before the Okar show up. A supplies transport. There's not a lot of G&B dudes here. I said let's go for it. We'll weapon overdrive and pop the time thing. And just laser across all of the containers. Or maybe even... Ooh, it's 3 fighters. Maybe even corrosion missiles. These G&B fighters are tough, man. It looks like the light fighter may have eaten it to the corrosion missile. Nope, never mind. Just tough dudes. Ah. All I got out of it was more corrosion missiles. And a single plasma torpedo. Well, I'm not going to hold a single torpedo. Never mind. I think Yeah, I totally did dismantle the corrosion missiles. Well, whatever. We did not get to open very many of the containers, because I ended up having to divert my attention a little bit more than I thought I was going to have to. These G&B non-light fighters are pretty tough. Are you coming? Alright, let's hurry this up. A single drone. Ridiculous. Am I hitting that? Unfortunately, with my sensory overload, I can't actually tell. Alright, let's try coming around. Because I'm sure what it is it's on the end of that little outcropping. So this should be good. There we go. What is it that I'm seeing over here? Some mineable ore. Oh, and apparently some enemy ships. Where are these, like... Where are these scattered drones coming from?
Just look at what you've done to the ship.
Trying to survive here, sorry.
He's not wrong, though. It's like 1,000% my fault. I didn't have to fight those GP guys. Okay, we'll just stay close to the structure, where hopefully there will be fewer mines. Okay, alright. Everything's fine.
Yes.
Okay. This is a strange line read. Let's get the hell out of the minefield. So G&B will be hostile next node. I don't anticipate it being a big deal. And what a disappointing node in general. This whole run has been kind of disappointing. We need to find a singularity. With the sensory overload, we'll be able to tell exactly where the dark matter is without having to squint. Ooh. G&B elites. Okay. Let's run from these outlaws. See if we can get them to soften up the G&B guys, because I don't actually want to fight this many G&B guys all at once. Especially not two elites simultaneously. Yeah, they're coming. Slowly but surely. It's an equipment transport. Your equipment. Okay. Alright, let's give this guy what for. Hit him with the heavy missiles. Am I... No, my sensors are fine. It's weird, I lost my HUD for a minute there. Where the hell did all these Okar come from? Heavy missiles, corrosion missiles, just get me out of here alive! How are you still alive? These elite G&B fighters are significantly more dangerous than even like Okar Corvettes, it feels like. Okay. I wish I had any idea how well I was doing. Okay. I'm doing that well.
I have been lumbered with you, but would still hate to lose you so soon if you carried on this way.
You'd get over it.
I made an executive decision there not to use any of my nano injectors during the fight with the last G&B elite. And I think that was right, but man, I was on the edge of my seat over here. Okay, if we take it easy for a little while, it shouldn't be too hard to replenish a lot of our health through leech. The enemies here shouldn't be too difficult, at least for a while yet. Alright, so what all did I get off of him? I got some missiles, some free missiles, an enhanced beam laser, a pulse laser MX. I don't think I care about that. Enhanced beam laser... Nah. The M3 just does so much more base damage. Ooh, you know what I just realized? I had completely forgotten about. We actually have some weapons that might be more effective against a minefield than this laser is. Next time we see a big minefield like that, let's try firing the flak cannon into it. The missiles are rare. Every missile turret that I could see was clearly behind the rocks, so I was not 100% sure which side the missiles were coming from. Okay. Wow, there are a lot of turrets here.
That showed him.
well, this is replenishing my health pretty quickly. Alright. I think I actually like this. The tractor beam has not been bad for us, but free adaptive armor Mark II is pretty okay. Ooh, special tech container. Yeah, we're definitely going this way first. I think I have like 4 access keys now. 5 even, jeez. Let's try to do this before the Okar show up. On the whole, though, I think I've liked this node better than the entire last 2 sectors put together. Come on, charge! And it really feels like this thing takes forever to charge up. I wish you could mod it for that. I would definitely take reduced charge time modifications. Oh, there's still subroutines we don't have yet, apparently. The Artisan subroutine. Oh, no, don't salvage. Swap. There we go. Okay, that's a start. A stepping stone. Fire rate mod Mark III. Cool. All good stuff. Alright. Oh, did I miss something? I did. There's a compound over there. That turret was just packed. Man, do I really see nanobots this often when I don't have leech equipped? It feels like I don't. Alright, let's see if we can get to this freighter wreck in time. Because right, when these last couple of runs with leech, it seems like we get nanobot drops every single node. I'm pretty sure that they were rarer than that before. Maybe I'm just remembering that we always didn't have any, which is not the same thing. Okay. Well, I think we ran this one all the way down to the wire. Okay, so we have to do one node without G&B's assistance. Hopefully there will not be a bunch of G&B elites here. If there are, I'll jump out, honestly. Outlaw, 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 outlaw. Okay. Man, it is bright here. I'm not going to get solar stormed, am I? I don't think that this place had a hazard notification on it. Okay, well, we've got their attention. That's what I always say when I shoot a missile out of the air. It's a primal thing. You have to let the missile know who's boss. It's not enough to kill it. You must humiliate it. What is... Oh, is that...
Multiple hostiles incoming.
Yeah, that. That'll do it.
Good shot.
Thanks. Is this guy actually coming out? He's kind of taking his time. He's sort of meandering over here. That's a good blueprint. What does it cost to build one of these guys? 3 dark matter and 9 dark energy? Are you kidding? Holy crap. Okay, we'll stick to finding them in the wild, I think. That's cool and all, but like, what am I, made of mysterious forms of matter? Okay. Here you go, easy as lion. So now that we've fought everything forever, we've scoured the node of enemies, let's go get some stuff, none of which will be dark matter, and so in a very real sense, none of it matters. Oh, that's missile turrets. My usual strategy of fly toward them at a high speed doesn't work if they are a good distance apart. Thought that was a turret, but I actually had to lock onto it to be sure because of the light. Sometimes it's really bright in space. I should call it bright matter. Why is the arrow marking for that scout so huge? I mean, I guess we'll go over there because there's boxes and stuff over there, and I like boxes, but it makes me a little nervous. Are we going to get over there and find out that this scout is, like, enormous? Okay, that is 7, 8, 30 pings. They've been noticed now by every turret in the entire universe. All that for 3 nanobots. Honestly, the contents of the turret are almost always more valuable than the thing the turret is protecting. Delicious turret meat. You know, there's a primitiveness to space. It's a little bit like being early man. We hunt the wild turret. We feast on his bounty, and of course, we endeavor to use every part of it. Alright, well, I guess we ought to leave. So when the Okar forces jump in, I haven't really played with this, but I'm thinking about it now. When the Okar forces jump in, I wonder if it's, like, sensible to sometimes stand and fight the first wave, maybe? Like, if the loot from doing so is good enough for that to be worthwhile?
Target destroyed.
Okay, I juked that guy all the way out of his shoes. He had nothing left. That was embarrassing. I am embarrassed for him. You know, I'm just going to let GMB fight their own battles right now, because I'm still kind of mad at them. It's interesting that the drone servers are highlighted from such a distance, when, like, turrets and missile silos aren't. Okay. None of the other drone slots are actually carrying anything. It looks like we don't have any turrets. Never mind. Okay.
Straight into the account.
A super upgraded Pulse Laser MX Enhanced. Range, hull damage, and energy consumption. Man, that is a compelling weapon. It has a much better range than ours does. Honestly, this is a really good weapon. Let's replace the Fusion Blaster. I don't want to get rid of our Beam Laser. I like the Beam Laser, but honestly, we're probably going to use this Pulse Laser for a while. Nanobots, some shield breakers that I don't really care for. We'll see how this feels in comparison to our Beam Laser, but it looks pretty good. Only a little bit less hull damage, but a fair amount more shield damage. Oh. Hey look, an opportunity to test. I guess it is something that we have to lead targets with, so that can be a problem sometimes. I do like leading targets, though. It's fun when you do it correctly. It feels, makes you feel like you are good at the game.
Damn!
Okay, that needs to stop happening immediately. That drone is actually pretty dangerous. Yeah, it's definitely worth spending a light missile to not have to wait for him for my energy to replenish. So the Pulse Laser definitely has a serious energy draw. I like it though. I like it. The MX, it feels a lot like the difference between the Pulse Laser and the MX version. It feels a lot like the difference between the basic Fusion Blaster and its modified one. I really like the higher damage, lower firing weapons. Can't use that. And honestly, if I could, I don't even know if I would. I'm assuming that it functions like the teleporter on the Okar interceptors. But it doesn't really seem that valuable, honestly. Sure, it makes things stop hitting you for a second while they realign to your new position, but that really is all it accomplishes. And I bet it costs energy. And it would have to cost basically 0 energy for it to be worthwhile, I think. Alright, let's head over here. There's a natural hazard by this service station. Could be a singularity. It's not. It's space lightning. Okay, you. I'll say this: the space lightning definitely scares me. Like it startles me when it goes off, pretty consistently. Yeah, I really do like being able to hit stuff from further away. That's really nice. Okay. The scatter on this thing is maybe not awesome.
Credits are merely numbers to me.
I think I've said all of the different clever things that I can think of as a response to that.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, no kidding. I definitely hate it when I hear sensor ping followed by another sensor ping and then another one and then another one and then 4 more. Alright. Well, there's a pretty good chance that if I don't use these light missiles quickly, I'll happen upon better missiles and just end up dismantling them. So really, I ought to be pretty... What do you call it? What's the opposite of judicious? I better just throw these things away, basically. Apparently I am hacking the container right now. Hitting him at all? Okay, yes, I was hitting him with some of those. Things need to stop exploding and flashing in front of me. It is very difficult for me to tell what is happening. How is there so much space lightning in here? Okay. Let's go out this way so we can get the compound. I assume there can't be too many enemies left in the area. I think they've been pretty thorough about attacking me. Well, I guess let's go back through and grab that gas, and then also go to the service station on this side. Yeah, something about the, Oh, we can't get that gas. Something about the closeness of the cave makes the lightning strikes extremely frequent. Yeah, alright. Ah, man. Well, I'll do that. I have a lot of power cells, don't I? Yeah, I've been picking up a ton of them. And crystal for processors. Yeah, I'll do that too. At the rate we're making money, there's absolutely no reason not to refill on everything all the time. So I don't think I want to rob G&B right now. I'm a little bit nervous about what the future holds. Well... this one has a couple of turrets. Yeah, I'm being a coward. Let's rob them. I don't think the service stations can go anywhere, and there's no fighters nearby. So if I start this by blowing out this turret... we did pass a turret coming in. Yeah. Okay. How about this? We'll, how about on this side? Okay, there's no turret. No, there is one. Yeah, alright, we're gonna have to actually, like, approach this a little bit more slowly than I was planning to. Which means that the fighters have more time to come in on us. Holy crap, these just hit the containers. Ah, bad time for lasers. Okay, G&B attack was reported, which means there's absolutely no reason for us not to finish. Am I hitting that? Okay. Bunch of fuel I don't need. Okay, I guess we're done. That was not very lucrative at all. That ought to be the tagline for this run. Not very lucrative at all. Let's get into the next sector before we stop the video. Okay, I like that very much. It's G and B. We are not friends right now. Let's go and help ourselves to this. Well, we should probably take out this base as we're going past it. I was gonna just slide under it, but it might launch fighters and stuff. Oh wait, this is not a base? Those containers are inside the... Okay. I thought this was one of those big flat rocks with an outlaw base on top. Oh, a Corvette. Okay. Well, apparently things are going to get a little bit lively before we stop.
I can make use of this.
So, let's talk about our missiles. I think I would rather have plasma torpedoes for dealing with this. I'm not going to blow my Arc 9000 here. Not if I can avoid it. A single Corvette shouldn't be that big of a deal. I feel like we've gotten pretty good at dealing with these. Okay, got 5 torpedoes in the air. Let's see if that does it. Yeah, it doesn't take that many even. Then we're going to drive real fast around it until it blows. Okay. Outlaws. Good, good, good. I'm so glad that all of the ships we're facing here are not working together. That said, maybe we could maybe we could move up to some better missiles. Because I think this is a good time for some missiles. Too many enemy ships nearby makes me a little nervous. Alright, so hit our time extender. Get some clarity here. Alright. He managed to turn so that the heavy missile hit him in the front, I think. Man, Okar ships usually do not have a lot in the way of armor. And the hull DPS on this weapon is like 60. It's not a hull specialized weapon, but it's not bad. Hey. Okay. I think that went super well, actually. Okay, and some stuff that we can salvage. I wish that it was easier to get the better crafting components from salvage. I mean, I guess we'll launch this. There's no reason not to. That's not true. There is a reason not to. What is it made out of? Scrap and gas? Yeah, okay, we'll launch it. Alright, I think G&B will mostly leave us alone. Let's go get that stuff that I wanted. Alright, now there's probably going to be some mines or turrets or something going on here. Yeah, I think this gun is killing the enemy turrets faster than the other gun was charging up to be able to fire at them. So I like that a lot. And it has a good range, but it's definitely more effective when you're closer due to the inaccuracy. Oh, hey, how you doing? Okay. Do I want to carry around 2 Arc 9000s? Over, like, plasma torpedoes, probably, because the Arc 9000s are definitely not intended for use against smaller ships. Yeah, alright, let's try it. Honestly, though, the plasma torpedoes seem to be able to take out a normal Okar corvette in, like, 3 or 4 hits. I think I'm far enough away from that not to take damage. So, 8 torpedoes is actually probably more ship-killing power. No thank you. No thank you. Oh, that's a Shield Mark III right there. I don't think there's any reason to pick up a Tractor Beam Mark III. That is... I feel very good about that. What does it have on it? Recharge delay? That's totally fine. Yeah, that's great. But what I was saying is, a slot full of Arc 9000 is only going to kill 1 Corvette, because you're not going to encounter multiple Corvettes near each other. But 8 plasma torpedoes is probably 2 Corvettes. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. It is possible for your weapon to be too effective to be efficient. So what do you think? Shutdown duration and capacity... Capacity does lower our energy pool a lot. But man, I just want to have a huge shield so badly. Shutdown duration... Yeah, let's just go capacity all the way. And then I think what we're going to end up doing is modding a lot of our other gear to have reduced energy consumption. So we can go ahead and build one of these now. So I have to remove this one first manually. Time Extender Mark II. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go full energy, because like it does a good enough job. Really, its effectiveness is not my concern. This, I think I will probably cooldown mod a little bit, because the cooldown on these is really long. Let's do 1 cooldown mod, and then we'll do consumption mods from there. I don't necessarily need this adaptive armor. Yeah, you can see my energy cap is like almost halfway down the bar. Let's get rid of the adaptive armor. Salvage that. Can I just make another energy core extension? Ooh, we have the Mark III blueprint for this now. When did we pick that up? Strikingly increases. Let's do that, yeah. When we get some processors and another dark energy, we can replace this with a Mark III as well. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. I know you have heard these words from my mouth in the past, but you guys, I'm feeling pretty positive here. This could be the run. Get me the hell out of here, please. I'm not so confident I want to fight all those Okar. Okay, so after this node, when we get back to the world map, we will, or the sector map, we will stop. So what do we got? Some Okar. Looks like the Okar are winning, so we should probably help that outlaw. That scam drone is having its shield refilled?
Result.
Hey, I was helping you. Asshole. I was your only hope of surviving that. Like, even if he knows I'm gonna kill him, still, his best play is work together with the stranger until the Okar is gone, and then try to turn on him when that's close to being done. Try to get behind him here without using too much boost. Yeah, the ability to have a front shield generator and a normal shield seems pretty good. You can use the front shield generator to buy you a lot of time. Okay, so we have a flat cannon, right? Because this explodes if it just gets close to an enemy ship. Isn't that how this works? I guess it doesn't explode if it just gets close to a mine. That's a shame. Alright, what is pinging on me? What? Yeah, the weapons are pretty effective when they are double overdrived. That's real good. We have a strong setup here. I feel really, really good about it. I think I'd rather have the damage booster, and I probably should have that in the active slot. There we go. Okay. Well, the good news is that these lasers just kind of go everywhere, and so we should be able to hit dense fields of mines really easily. The bad news is that they kind of go all over the place, and so it's also a liability. Alright, please stop doing that. Damage booster and time extender, and let's do some damage. Man, these are some effective weapons. This feels really, really good. Alright, can I please actually go over here now? Every time I get close to it, I have to stop and fight, and then I have to carve a new path through the minefield, because by the time I'm done with the fight, I'm on a different side of the thing. Was it processors or power cores that I needed? It was processors, but I also need dark energy. Okay, yeah. I might want to pick up some energy injectors, or actually pick up. I might want to make some energy injectors. At least for the final area. Because I think energy is the thing that's going to get me killed. My energy running out, and I think that that's totally avoidable. I also think we have scoured this node. So I suppose let's get going. Alright, well that is going to be it for this episode. Oh my gosh. I kind of don't need the dark matter so much anymore, and dark energy is a little easier to come by, so I might not ride the high-risk natural hazard path. I think we're going to go down this way. So come back next time for a safe, easy, languorous journey to the final confrontation. And we'll see you then.